I'm Jay.
I'm Adrian.
And together we are
the Two Crazy Cat Ladies.
I'm gonna cut you.
I think I just peed.
Buckle up. We're back in the closet.
Welcome to another episode of Back in the Closet with the Two Crazy Cat Ladies, where this week, guys, oh my God.
We have a treat for you.
I have the treat. It's y'all.
That is really good. A treat.
See what I did there?
I'm going to write that down. I'm going to get that right now. I like it.
We are joined by none other than the Blair Becker of Dr. Becker's Bites. We are just so grateful that you're taking this time to spend with us and discuss a very important topic, which most people... Cat treats, but most people don't. I feel like it's not talked about enough in the cat world. Definitely not talked about enough in the cat world on how important the ingredients are in your cat's treats.
Okay, so wait a second. Before I get into it, and we're going to go through it. We're going to do some comparisons. We're going to do some operation information on cat treats and the importance of them. Before we get started, CEO extraordinaire of Becker's Bites, Blair Becker, would you please give a little intro to anyone who's been living under a rock?
Yes. So I'm Blair Becker. I am of relation to the Dr. Karen Becker out there. Yes, I never thought that I'd be saying this, but I am third generation dog and cat treat bakery owner. So that's rad. I make dog and cat treat bakeries for a living or treats, but that's who I am. My grandma started our business, Dr. Becker's Bites, back in the day. And then my dad took over and now it's my turn. So I just, here I am. That's who I am.
You guys are 25 years in business now.
Yeah. 3 generations and through really hard times that really shut down. Like there's been 2 of them, like COVID was really, really bad. But even before that, we lost like 50% of stores. I can't remember what event it was back in the day, but yeah, we've made it through some stuff and we're still here. It's a blessing. It's really cool.
I love it so much. Can you give us a little bit of the origin story of, because nobody was doing this, was doing what you guys are doing when this started in 1999?
Yes. And so what happened was Karen got out of school and she was into her own clinic finally. And she didn't have any pure meat treats. There were no treats out there. Like people would come in and she needed treats for the exam room, but you can't really preach what she preaches and give like milk bones or temptations or anything like that. And And so it kind of goes against everything. And so she had my grandma, she's like, listen, Ma, you gotta make some all meat treats and they have to be amazing. I have to be able to break them up into tiny little pieces. Like I need to make a treat last forever and they've got to be completely healthy. And so there was none out on the market, it's been wild to see where the market has come since then, but that's where it was born. So grandma's house, God bless grandma. That's why she got a crown. She's the coolest grandma in the whole wide world. Best mom. She turned into the stinky house. And so she filled her house up with liver for at least a year and a half doing R&D, and Becker's Bites was born. And so she'd bring them to the clinic in little, mason jars, and she would hand pound them out. After she would bring them in little mason jars, people started loving them at the clinic and they were like, hey, I need this. And so then she had like a hand stamper and she'd hand stamp all of our bags. I mean, it was pretty gnarly, but yeah, her house smelled like liver. But that's where Becker's Bites was born, and it was worth every second of it. I'm sure she'll tell you.
Can I tell you though that it's just everything that you guys do is so organic in every way, and it's the labor of love that really it's really moving the needle, changing the culture. It is so inspiring, and the you guys have been around for 25 years. Speaking of the quality of what you guys do, I remember a little story that was told around Super Zoo where when these treats came into the clinic, how they just kind of started disappearing.
Yes.
Being stolen.
Yes. And so I would go into the rooms and get everything done afterwards. And Karen, I wouldn't even think to check the treat jar. That started happening. But Karen would come out, she'd be like, Bo, well, come on, the treats. I'm like, babe, it was full. I filled it up for your last appointment.
It wasn't.
Then you start seeing all the animals snipping the chick's purse when they're walking out, and I'm like, dead giveaway. I should have known.
Yes, kids.
Up on that.
The chick's purse.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I love it so much. And liver is no joke. I mean, when we were doing the DIY recipes, liver hurts me, but it's so good for our babies, and it's just incredible.
They love it,
right?
Super packed with nutrients that they actually need versus what we are currently feeding the overwhelming majority of our cats as treats. And it's Blair, it's sad to us when we see, I mean, I think I told you in email just a little bit about how like the amount of people that are like now getting that you need to feed a little bit of a better diet. So they're slowly upgrading that diet to a higher quality. Yeah. Maybe it's just whatever it is, but they're still feeding these crap. Like
what's your language?
I said crap. I don't have to mark that.
It's really nice. Right.
But it's full of like it's toxic crap is what it is in these ingredients. And I get, the majority of them are owned by candy bar companies, and they, they're
various marketing techniques. But here, I want to talk a little bit about how important treats really are.
Yeah.
I feel like every living being should have something special. It should be something that is Annie just brought her mouse because she wants to play fetch.
Look, I love we play fetch. That's fantastic.
We'll play fetch for hours.
Just a slight description. Yeah. It's fine.
That's nice.
But every living being deserves a treat every now and then, right? Yeah. And I think, especially with cats, it's enriching. It's a special bonding time. It's amazing for training your cats. You guys, yes, cats can be trained.
Even though she's training me.
You have something that's, you need to work on your throat, girl.
That's okay. She's going to bring right back. There we go.
I think that it is really important. And I get why so many people that have found that food is foundational and they're really improving their overall diet for their cats still will give their cats an inordinate amount of
a temptational
that really isn't good for them, but they're doing it out of a good place. Right. Yeah. And what I love about this podcast is, yes, you are Dr. Becker's Bites, and yes, you make phenomenal treats. But I really want this to be empowering for people to recognize that you can give incredible special treats without giving your cats something incredibly awful.
Yes. Yeah. And so you're absolutely right. And I think that's one of the things, like treats are supposed to, I believe, make up like 10% of your daily caloric intake for our babes, right?
Do I get 10% treats?
No.
Listen, and where you're saying, like, I mean, I'm okay with the temptation every now and then, everything in tiny, tiny moderations. But if I ate that every single day, it's weird, but also makes sense that 10% starts adding up. Back when and so I remember we had this amazing cat that would come into our clinic when I teched for Karen. And he was on the best diet, the best, species appropriate, completely balanced raw. Everything was phenomenal. And just like you are talking about, Mama started feeding temptations or whatever those treats are that are not the best at all. And all of a sudden, like, we had to start doing like cystos, like we would have to take urinalysis. He started getting crystals just from the 10% of just the crap. Not a bad word, by the way, crap ingredients, Yeah, it's fine. And so it's just gnarly how that little bit can throw you off, but there's amazing options out there. It's knowing what questions to ask, what to look for, what to do. But I mean, the treats, they're special and we all need them, but it is important to consistently give better options than crap.
Yeah, you're totally right on the buildup of that. In fact, we were interviewing Susan Dixon a couple weeks ago, and love her. I told her this story, and she was so proud of our cats. Two of our cat siblings said, she brought it back. They were at the vet, and we had just brought them in for a regular checkup, and we see a feline vet. She's a conventional vet, but she's feline specific vet. She's wonderful. But her text came in. They were like, "Oh, we're gonna give them some treats," and put down 2 Temptations in front of them, and they're kind of like, they're not the most purest. Like our Panthers are like pure, but they're not like, they'll eat junk. They sniffed those and like turned around. They were like, "Oh, I don't know what that is," and I was like, "Yes,
Man, I wish I could do that.
Not today, Satan.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
But I want to cover a little bit for those of us that, because I am the worst when it comes to, I want to do better, but I'm also just going to continue doing something that I know is very loved.
Right.
One of the things that is so loved, you guys, this. And I'm the person that reads the description. Like, for example, I just want to do this I want to do some comparisons for those of us consumers to kind of understand what goes in. Also, I love the fact people are already catching on. They're reading the ticker. We are doing
a giveaway at the end of this."
Yes. Absolutely.
And by a giveaway, we do mean 3 giveaways.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So keep dropping that hashtag treats. So I'm going to read the product description for Temptations, because this is one of the biggest ones that we hear. Cats can't resist the delectable taste of Temptation. So give your cat these perfect Temptations classic treats. They'll come running. Each of these low-calorie flavored cat snacks has less than 2 calories and provides an irresistible combination of both crunchy and soft textures. These healthy cat treats also come in a cat-proof Stay Fresh tub. They don't say plastic tub, but so your feline friend can enjoy their favorite snacks when you open it, but never when they should. Blah, blah, blah. All these beautiful things.
The recommendation of using it, though, what do they recommend?
Yes.
How many? This is the thing. I didn't know until today. I did not know this. Like the amount that they recommend that you give your cat on a daily basis of treats is mind blowing.
This is what it's.
I don't even know this. Please.
Okay, so Temptations cat treats are 100% nutritionally complete and balanced for adult cat maintenance, and can be used as a treat, meal, or a cat food topper. And it says feeding instruct. That's what I said.
Right?
Well, this is why we drink in the closet. Yeah.
Correct. This is why we drink in the closet.
Treat.
A meal.
Right. And feeding instructions. Here you go. You guys can go online anywhere and see this. Feeding instructions for an adult cat: feed 10 to 12 treats per 10 pounds per 10 of body weight daily. Mm-hmm. If fed as a main meal, feed 1/2 to 2/3 cup per 10 pounds body weight daily. Helpful tip: provide fresh drinking water at all times.
Wow.
Indeed.
You are going first.
But these nutritionally complete and balanced treats, I'm just going to read the first couple ingredients for you. Chicken byproduct meal.
Mm-hmm.
That's all one word, by the way.
Chicken byproduct, not chicken.
Not chicken.
Okay. And what is Susan taught us about that? The byproduct meals is stuff we sweep off the slaughterhouse floor that's not human edible. But anyways, keep going. Yeah. At least that's the first ingredient, I guess.
It's fine.
For them.
Fine.
Yeah.
Second ingredient is ground corn.
Ground corn.
Great for the gut GI. No GI upset or inflammation there whatsoever. Yep.
That
was a joke, y'all. That was a joke.
Oh, can you say it again?
Yeah. Just FYI, not great for the gut.
No, don't feed corn to your cats.
No. Sorry, keep going.
One thing, yeah. Third ingredient is animal fat preserved with mixed tocopherol. Where is Dr. Karen Becker?
You said taco. You said taco. That was fun.
Tacos would be healthier than however the heck you pronounce that. Yeah,
this is true.
Yeah,
Rivers rice, wheat flour, dried meat byproducts. This
can be fed as a meal.
Yes. So what's dried meat byproducts? Like what is that?
Right. Well,
nobody knows.
Well, when they say meat, it can be anything. This could be a dead raccoon on the side of the road. A possum. Literally anything.
Whatever. Yeah.
Susan Thixton taught us these things, right?
Yeah.
We know that these things are when you say meat and you don't define the meat, the FDA AFCA does not require you to. We don't know as consumers what it actually is. And that can change from batch to batch every single time.
Yeah. I do want to say real quick, if you look, for those of you guys listening on the podcast, you can't see this, but I am showing you the temptations when we were just going over those ingredients and description. The other treat that we hear about all the time, the cats can't live without. It looks like an identical twin, does it not? Incidentally, it's because they are both made by Mars, but one is red and one is green, so those are healthy colors.
And one's called greenies.
Colors, right? Yeah.
But real quick on the
color.
feline greenies, let's go over these real quick. This is the oven roasted chicken flavor dental cat treat, which we all know that dental disease issues with cats epidemic. So of course, oh my God, wouldn't this be helpful?
Right.
Especially since it is the #1 vet recommended feline dental treat. Asterisk. The asterisk is to let you know that is among U.S. veterinarians who recommend dental treats for at-home oral care. Just a little fine print for you to consider.
In the vet schools, right? By the research team. But I mean, that's a different podcast. We'll get into that later. But
right. But I mean, these
That's
are like the
whole
number
podcast.
like number 1 and 2.
I would like to reserve you for that podcast.
yeah.
What we give our cats as treats.
Right.
That you pick up at the market, you pick
Yeah.
up, at Walmart, wherever you are. Like, you can pick this up inexpensive,
And your cats go
they
crazy
make
for
you
it.
think
Right.
your cats go crazy for it, and they make you think that it's actually healthy
Yeah.
in some
Can I
way
just-
for your cats.
I'm just gonna, and then I'm gonna stop in just a second. But it says these crunchy texture, irresistible cat snacks help clean teeth,
Right.
reduce tartar buildup, freshen cat breath, letting you enjoy cuddle time even more.
Real quick, can we go through the ingredients?
Yeah. But wait. But in the description, it says made with natural ingredients plus vitamins, minerals, and other nutrients.
Mhm.
The #1 vet recommended. The ingredients for greenies:
Very similar.
chicken meal,
Mm-hmm.
ground wheat, brewer's rice, corn gluten meal, poultry fat. I mean, where do we start getting into the natural
Yeah.
ingredients?
Right.
Is my question.
But then
And-
the very last ingredient is, which is like maybe a pinch of something, is rosemary extract.
Rosemary extract. But rosemary extract comes after this whole paragraph.
Right.
And since these are complete and balanced, I wonder if the salt divide applies here, because the salt divide, you guys, means anything that comes after salt on an ingredient list is less than 1% of what is in there. So salt is right here, you guys, in this paragraph. Salt's right here, right? Rosemary extract. I think maybe perhaps the one natural ingredient is this very last one right here. So I just think how important it is to be aware of. Don't read past the description into the ingredients to understand what's going on. In stark contrast, treats like this exist.
Hey, listen. So you hold up exactly. And so, not that I'm biased or anything, but this is our cat snacks. All of our treats are good for dogs and cats, but that treat you just held up, I actually have one too. I don't know how to work this camera thing, but if you look at our ingredients, like the ones you just read, this is beef liver and organic catnip. There's 2 ingredients, and you can pronounce them, and there's no salt, and there's no anything, and no dyes or preservatives or yeast or corn or anything. When you look, it's so important what you say. Like, they say, hey, this helps with tartar, and this, and it's a balanced, beautiful treat. But you look at the back of that, and then you look at this. This is not shiny, fancy packaging. I mean, we're working on that, but it's like, I'd rather get this out of a paper bag than what I'm seeing out here. But you have to be able to read through the labels and the millions that they spend on marketing. Huge.
Yes.
I really think that, if you look at the budget line items for things that are very public, the money goes into the marketing and the kind of the hosing, the linguistic acrobats that you find on the label, instead of into the ingredients. And that is the contrast. Product description for Becker's Bikes is made 100% USDA inspected. I think that's a big thing.
Yeah.
And we learned that from Susan Thixton as well.
Yeah.
That's a big thing.
Mhm.
Totally grain-free, gluten-free, added the special zinger of organic catnip, and the ingredients are simply beef liver and organic catnip.
Right.
That is what we can be looking for. And especially when it comes to dental stuff, real quick, I do want to say Dr. Emily Stein, we had an incredible opportunity to spend time with Dr. Emily Stein, who's created a breakthrough dental product for dental health in general.
Mhm.
I'm a cat product in my own water. She has a huge light bulb moment for all of us as a microbiologist about tartar. Like I've always said, if you see tartar, it's like,
Yeah.
and she talks about the microbes in the mouth and the houses that they build. And you can have some tartar in the mouth, but have a beautifully healthy mouth.
Yeah.
But right. So I just think we've got to be a little more aware. And when it comes to treats, we do want something special. And we do
right. Well, and when it comes to the dental health, I just want to throw out there that the whole idea and why there's still this stupid myth going around that that kibble cleans your cat's teeth as well. The idea there is that if they crunch on something, it will help break off that tartar. Right. So, like that's the whole idea. Any of these treats, and way more so with a good healthy treat like this, will you break off that tartar and actually not feed it at the same time? Because that's the issue with these like dental treats is that it's like, oh, okay, well, it might break something off, but you're actually adding more starch and carbs that create tartar and plaque buildup in the mouth. So you're not doing what they're marketing that you're doing. Like she's trying to get the treats right now.
Oh, can we take a quick aside? There is a one, Rodney Habib here in the comments.
Oh boy.
And said, I am so glad you brought on Blair Becker. I am too. You are like my Christmas. Please, my question to be answered. My question, I recently started a small business making cat hummus birthday cakes.
Ooh, he did? Yes. Mm-hmm. I like it. I can't see the question, so keep going. I can't wait for this.
I took out a loan and business has been slow. For some reason, the cats won't eat my cakes. Any advice, please? Anything you can add to his hummus cakes to perhaps help make them a little more palatable?
Chickpeas for cats.
Depending on like what the company's called, like maybe something catchy like El Gato or something like that, like spice up the name of your company or something maybe. But yeah, I mean, like, let's look at ingredients. Brittany, so great to see you. So great to hear from you. Even though I'm not allowed, to come visit him, he's invited everybody else, but me, but I mean, that's fine. It's totally fine. I, carry his heavy backpack around and it's fine, but I'm not mad about it. Everything's good.
Oh, no invite.
You're fine. You're fine.
Yeah.
Everything's
fine. That's something that we need to work on offline.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
It'll make it better.
That's right.
Yeah, Lori Christian, this information about treats is shocking. Kitties deserve healthy treats and food. Yes, which is exactly why Becker's Bites started. And I do love that you guys are so like, hey, you guys, there are many more options out there than there were in 1999.
Even making them at home yourself.
Yes.
It's really not difficult. Do you have any insight like a quick, easy type recipe for do you have any insight on the
So yeah, love. And that's been our biggest thing our whole entire life. And just like you said, I mean, like there were no other treats. We never, we didn't have that budget that Mars and everybody else has to market. We've never marketed ever. And so our biggest thing is everybody can play in the sandbox. We can all get along. There's a billion beautiful products out there. There's a trillion crap ones. Yes. But we've always said the best treats, the best food is to make it yourself. You can go find the ingredients at the store. You know exactly what you're putting into them. You know exactly the quality. You know how you prepared them. The best treats and food that you can make in the whole wide world is what you make yourself. If you can't do that, then, you find a gorgeous company. But when it comes to quick little things, I'm not doing this just because she's my aunt. It's actually, I use the crap out of this. I loved what y'all said. What did you call this?
We do.
So we don't dog ear the pages. We ear tip. We ear tip them.
I love it so much. I love it. And so it just makes me so happy. So there's a ton of really easy things you can do. Just as simple as getting, hearts from, your local butcher or whatever, slicing them up really tiny. Dehydrating them in your oven. If you don't have a little mini dehydrator, tons of little things you can do. But this says Forever Dog on it. And sign the petition. It's floating around out there somewhere for Forever Cat. the publisher was huge on like, this has to say dog, because they didn't think this would even work. But there's recipes. I'm sure yours are tipped all over the place, but there's recipes in here of, let me just flip to one of my marks, like dehydrated and, how to make, I'm going to figure this camera out, how to just make like quick dehydrated little, just all meat treats, It's just easy little things like that. There's tons of recipes out there, but mostly it's putting together what easy ingredient you want to use, what ingredients you want to use, and trying them out. And another huge thing that I recently learned, especially with our treats, is that, like you said, like, the babes, whatever story you're saying, where they smelled the Temptations and turned away and they were like, screw you. Awesome. But the problem is when you try to introduce a healthy treat. And so for forever, I was like, cats are a little bit more finicky. We have finicky dogs. They're our best customers. But I would say once in a blue moon, they're like, nope, I don't like it. And we're like, dang, here's your money back. That never happens, right? With cats, you're like, goodness. But with cats, it's like, yeah, they're either going to like it or they're not. But I didn't realize that their taste buds are so addictive that those Temptations that they get, those greenies that they get, hey, I'm sure they taste great. I'm addicted to Doritos. It's very, very hard for me to come off that train, And so you have to take like the tiniest little piece of, a really good treat, and you got to sprinkle it even on their food to slowly trick it's a process to slowly get onto a new thing,
They're real easy to actually crush up and use as a food stopper too, which work very well. Wait a second. You are still to this day addicted to Doritos?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And they can't come in my house, love. Doritos and Sour Patch Kids, do not bring them in the house. Don't.
Sour Patch Kids.
I will wake up at 3 a.m. and I will zombie out to my kitchen, rip open a bag, and I wake up the next morning. Frank is all licking my face. There's Cool Ranch and nacho cheese all over. And like my hands have I've got to change the sheets the next day. I don't even know what happened. And there's just an empty bag that Jake, our cat, is just, all you hear is crinkle, crinkle. I'm like, what the heck is going on? He's in the bag that I demolished at 3 a.m. No recollection. You want to talk about GI upset? It's me. So I know all about liking treats, and I know all about moderation and lack thereof. So not allowed in the house.
Good. You need
good. That's a good tip, though. That's a good tip for us cat parents, because and for us, right? Like if there's something that like our cats are addicted to, for instance,
don't even bring it in.
For instance, those two sibling sets that I said are not, like, they're more junk eaters. The only reason we know that, because we've never fed them junk, because luckily we got them in 2020. We got them when we knew better. But we have, and Rodney, if you're still here, knows, like we have kibble that we bring into the house sometimes for props.
Yeah.
And so we will do like a whole, like, we're making a video and we're pouring out kibble or something like that. And they will come, or not Madison so much, but Jack will just come running like, I want that. We're like, you've never even had this, bro. Like, why do you even want this? It is sprayed with the stuff that.
It's like he just caught rabies and is just like, oh my God. It's unbelievable. That's the power of it.
A different beast. Like they fly through the air and grab the kibble mid bag and just like take off. And you're like, what?
Yeah.
I would like to inquire if you have any hidden cameras in your house, is that what you do with the Doritos?
Oh, listen. Again, where we don't bring in the Doritos, every now and then it happens. Like I said, moderation is fine. Moderation is fine. That and Sour Patch Kids, that's why we don't have hidden cameras in the house.
Fair.
I know how it feels, and I don't want any of it. I don't need to see it. I feel it. I don't want none of it. I don't want to see it, because then Danny, my sister, would just turn it in to an awesome video and slow-mo it, and it would be like, it just, I don't do it. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I know what I'm getting Danny for Christmas.
Yeah.
I'd just like to say that Judith and Deborah are all saying your packaging is beautiful. Spend the money on the ingredients.
Oh, that's awesome.
What is the name of the book?
I love it too. I agree with that too.
Yeah.
No. So Loves is, speaking of packaging, in the book, The Forever Dog Life, that's the fun recipe one. And it's not even just recipes. It's how to purify your home better. I mean, so many different things in there that are great for our kitties.
Can I just say, this may or may not be included in the
giveaway
tonight. There may be a giveaway for this that may or may not be
Yes.
signed by the New York Times bestselling author.
Mm-hmm.
Authors. I don't know if one or both will be able to sign it, but it
Ron
will be.
Sure is fake, but yeah. No, I don't know. I hate to interrupt this, but I just have to say it. Doing the book tour with them was so incredibly rewarding, like the best time. But I think my most favorite time is, no joke, I can't even remember where it was, but Rodney signed a book for a beautiful chick. I shit you not, she looked at it, he signed it, and he's made videos on this, y'all. So like when you get it, Karen's signature, Rodney's, she looked at it, she goes, "What is this?" Like straight up. And he was like, I'm sorry,
I'm sorry.
What? And she's like, "You ruined my book." And I was like, "Oh," I'm like, "No, that's for real, a signature." And she's like, I mean, like, I've never heard that in my life. It was so awesome watching him squirm. He didn't know what to say, didn't know what to do. He always gets bashed on for his signature. But yes, y'all, it's signed by both of them.
Can you imagine?
I think it's a beautiful signature as well.
I
mean, if you saw Adrian's, it's just like a squibble.
But my name, I have 8 letters in my first name and my last name. No. But can you imagine being Rodney Habib or actually watching that happen and signing for someone who is finding value in the book?
Yeah.
Saying you ruined my, like, oh, that is my, like, I literally.
And Dave, like the temperature dropped. Like, I thought it was a joke at first, because like I'm sitting there, I'm helping move along, and I'm like, huh. And then, oh crap, she's serious, And then I'm like, and then I'm just watching Rodney, and he's just like, and he recovered great, but yeah, that was a good one. I just stood there and watched for a little bit. It was fun. It was a good time.
Such a good man.
But yeah.
So many talk about how much they love the book. What is the name? Like, yes, it is the Forever Dog Life, and it is full of so many.
But it is so full of information that is good for yourself and your cats. Like, I mean, again, we ear tipped all of the pages. You can, for those of you guys watching, I know, like listening, you won't be able to see that, but it's over half of this book, more than over half of this book is beneficial for your cats as well. So like it's called the Forever Dog book.
Can I just say this?
Everybody needs it in their home.
For all of us, dog parents, cat parents, pet parents, if you happen to be a human being, I encourage you to read this book. And every time they say pet or dog or cat, put human in there.
Right.
I believe this book is one of the most brilliant sneak attacks for improving humanity in general. It is really. It is gorgeous. I mean, the everything about this book is gorgeous, but it is the information in here that we humans are like, yes, I want a best life for my cat or my dog, and we get into it. But if you were to just substitute pet, cat, or dog with human, you're gonna have a wake up that I think is just
going to change your life as well. It's going to
change the world. Yeah.
So
this book
and your family's life, and your children's, if you have children, like human children.
I feel like we've gotten a little off topic with treats, but I do think, you guys, this is, I think people think of treats as kind of like they don't count, and I want people to realize how much they do count and how much, for so many reasons, not just because it's something special, something enriching, something that can be very engaging and help train our cats, but what goes into them. It's like Dr. Karen Becker said, either helps or harms, right?
Yes. Now, but I also just like for a second, I just want to go back to like the 2007 recall, right? Like how many like the treats out there that are made by these same companies that are delivering the crack to your cats. This literally killed dogs and cats. Like thousands.
And huge. And we've seen so many recalls throughout the time, and a lot that haven't been, reported correctly and everything. But that one you're talking about, my goodness, wake up call for everybody, right?
Yeah. Like going into kidney disease, dogs like falling over. Like it was
spray topical or whatever, I mean, just gnarly. Yeah.
And for, I think everyone here joining the podcast or joining the live, they are being proactive and they are looking for
Right.
Companies that they can trust and doing their best by their cats. I bookmark this, you guys. Recalls are a real thing, and let's not live in fear, but do bookmark truthaboutpetfood.com. We talked briefly about Susan. She is
sign
really
up for the newsletter. You'll just get notified, so you can figure out.
She is such a gift to us. She is the only consumer advocate out there, really advocating for us and our pets and pet food and helping keep us informed. So please do sign up for the newsletter at truthaboutpetfood.com. What a gift.
And then for all of you guys, real quick, because so many people are being like, where can I get these treats? Where can I get the treats?
Yes.
The link is in the description here, so you guys can click on Dr. Becker's Bites and get your kitties some awesome treats. They have some, and remember that all of them are good for dogs and cats, right?
Yeah.
So
we have a cat specific that has the organic catnip in there. But every single treat is good for dogs and cats.
Yeah, I gotta say, some of our babies love, we have, all cats are going to be a little bit different.
Absolutely.
So you guys, though, check it out. Some of our cats really like the Dr. Becker's regular bites that are, you might think they're just for dogs. They are not. And some like with the catnip. So
it's these ones, just the regular these ones. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
There is a one Karen Becker in here. I don't recognize her without a doctor in front of her. Did happen to mention Susan Thixton is a gift from God. And those are facts. We are all blessed by her mission, her stamina, her tenacity. I am obsessed with her and grateful.
The best. And that's what I love too. Like you talk about our list and everything. And just for everybody out there, when it comes to, well, I don't have time to make my own treats, so who can I trust? Heck yeah, you can trust me, because I will be kicked out of my family if I don't do it right. That's how I've been born and bred. If y'all don't know who Dr. Karen Becker is, we have to do it a certain way, which I love that that's been instilled in me, because that's how we're supposed to do it, period. Right. But if you ask the right questions, like if you call up a company and you're like, hey, it says beef liver, is that, human edible? Is it pet feed grade? Is it byproduct? If they can't answer that question at whatever pet company you call, probably not the right fit, right? If you can't say like, hey, I'm concerned about copper. Do y'all test for copper? Do you test for carcinogens? Do y'all do, batch testing? And they're like, yes, send me your email address. I'll send you all of our lab results. If you can't get that from the company, maybe try to keep looking. And then you talk about Susan. She worked so hard. And like, I think I said earlier, like the paperwork I did, like, I know I'm transparent. And that's what I love about this company. Grandma, my dad, me, we've all been transparent from the rip, because that's what we've been taught. It's what we know, and it's what's safest for everybody. But like, it's easy to draw up all my paperwork, but the questions and the questionnaire that she gives you to be a part of this trusted treat list, I always tell her, I'm like, well, thank freaking God I'm a Becker, because I'm late as shit, like always. And I'm like right at the end of the wire with like 5 pages and 20 documents and all this stuff. She does her homework, and you can't pay to get on that list. It's an honor to be on it. But she works really hard. And so it's like, if you don't know the questions to ask, you can learn them. They're easy. And there's a lot of people out here to help you learn the right questions to ask. But there's great resources that we have, truthaboutpetfood.com, where she's got it all there for you to start to search. Yeah.
Yep. And you can get her 2024, 2025 list at truthaboutpetfood.com for the treats.
Yeah.
And coming out soon is also for the 2025 list for the foods. Or has she already come out with that? I don't think she's come out with that.
I know the treats one did. I think it's the second year for the treats. The food one she's been doing, but second year for the treats, and I'm happy for it.
So exciting, because now it's like, it does, like, for those of us that are like super busy and we're always just like, go, 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 go.
Oh my God.
Her list is what we trust. Like, we're like, okay, all right. We're reading this list and we're going to find out what,
I have been in the room
is safe for our cats.
When Jay calls the manufacturer to ask questions about what's going on, and it's not, it can't, because there's
they
all
have
this.
once sent me to the marketing department.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
So, you need a job.
Yeah. No, like you're fired. Like that's
right.
But what I love about Susan Dixon is that she asks the questions as she would for her own pets. And that's why she is our consumer advocate, you guys. So it's not that in a way, it does feel like a little bit like a shortcut. But when you understand what Susan Dixon does, and when you understand that when we pay $10 for the list, like that is who funds her. She's not getting paid by anybody else.
Any of these companies.
And it is one of the most refreshing experiences in human mission I have ever experienced. Also, I just want to mention
again, we're just like so stupid blessed to like we were talking before the podcast, like just so grateful.
What is happening?
So grateful.
We're interviewing Blair Becker on our podcast tonight. Like,
right now.
I'm the blessed one, y'all. I am so stoked. I'm so stoked. I'm really excited.
It is incredible to be able to share a resource that is so valuable to us and our babies with our entire community, and to let people know that good people, good companies do exist. To that end, there is a Mr. John Becker in the comments here tonight. There may or may not be a John Becker.
Everybody wishes that he was the one here right now, just because they're so in love with his voice. The number one thing about it being my turn to take over this third generation family business is that finally in 15 years, I changed our answer machine. It's not my dad anymore. There's a huge mutiny. I will tell you, I don't really hardly get any voicemails anymore. So maybe I'm the one that won on that one. They just hang up. Number two, though, they're just like, I miss calling and hearing your dad's voice. He has that announcer voice. I can't tell you how many people are obsessed with that dude.
He does have an amazing voice.
Could you ask him, Mr. Becker, if you're still here, John?
Big D, we have something to ask you.
May I ask if you would make a voice recording of the Cat in the Hat and share it with us? And
how you look down
on our voicemail.
I may or may not share it with our entire community, near and far, because you, sir, are a gift. And thank you for making Blair Becker, by the way.
Yes.
Thank you so much, because you are also a gift, and you are just incredible joy, and you are so fun.
So fun.
I
so fun. So this is
talking about Big D?
I'm
I was gonna say, like, he's fun, but I mean,
yeah, I know you are. I mean, you guys, your whole family is absolutely amazing. But yeah,
it's been a blessing to be in that family, and that's where
absolutely.
Oh yeah, no, he should totally audiobook that for y'all, and y'all should claim it. Yeah.
Oh,
absolutely.
Purchase it.
We'll make it a Christmas gift to our community. You guys have no idea.
Oh no, I think that you'd sell more of those than treats. Let's be completely honest. I mean, that dude is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
God, maybe we should do a giveaway for it.
Oh my God. Okay.
Speaking of giveaway. Time is hey, Michael. Michael just joined with the hashtag treats. I love that you guys are. Dr. Karen Becker said yes. A Cat in the Hat, narrated by John Becker. Blockbuster.
Yes.
Blockbuster. You guys,
for sure.
We'll work this out offline.
That happens when you mind jam with amazing people.
I'm telling you,
it's just like
that's the coolest thing I've ever heard in my life. You thought this was about us? No, Dad's gonna read Cat in the Hat and audiobook it. Like, that's why we had this whole podcast.
There you go. And thank you everyone for joining us.
Dr. Seuss is literally gonna. He is so excited right now. Somewhere Dr. Seuss is like, this is the moment I've been waiting for.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put that on our answer machine at the bakery. That's it.
There you go. Press 1 for customer service. Press 2 to hear "Cat in the Hat" by John.
That's right. It's perfect.
Let's go.
That would be perfect.
You guys, we are running out of time. We have to have you back. Obviously, we will. Thank you so much for being third generation, for continuing this legacy of transparency, for everything that you do to improve not just the pets, but every human being you guys touch. It's an empowering, uplifting, joy-filled thing. We love you so much.
Yes.
The only thing that would be better is if you just made your headquarters in Vegas, and then we could
hang out and drink organic beer together.
Yes.
It's so true. No, I love y'all. I feel the exact same way. Our whole family does. Every time we talk about y'all, the whole family just gets goosebumps. We get it. It's just, y'all are such a blessing. Gosh, it makes you feel good to have good people in your circle, doesn't it?
Oh, it does. Incidentally,
Plus every day.
for
plus
anyone
every
that's
day.
watching on the live, you can't see this on the podcast, but Blair Becker is the feline addiction
Oh, yes.
specialist on her
Yes.
today.
Go
Feline
check out
addiction specialist.
these treats.
You can watch this on Facebook or YouTube.
Yep.
You guys have to do it. Okay. All right.
Let's do some giveaways.
Let's do some giveaways.
We have 3 of them because of Blair's beautiful generosity.
Blair's like, she's amazing. She's like, today, she's like,
Blair's
hey,
brain.
would you want to do some giveaways? We could totally give some stuff away. And I
We
mean,
were
you
like,
guys
oh
know
my God,
us.
yes.
We're like, giveaway?
Dude,
Yes.
it was so late. It was so late. I was talking with Karen and she's like, so what giveaways are you doing? They always do really cute giveaways. I'm like, dang, I suck. I'll be right back. Yeah.
We didn't even think about
Oh,
it either.
Yeah.
We didn't think about it either. Yeah.
So thank you for
same,
your
same.
brain. Thank you for the little nudge,
Yeah.
Dr. Becker.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's
Dr.
really exciting. So we are going to do 3 giveaways, you guys.
All right. So if you have not entered yet, just go ahead and put right now, like you have to do it right now, hashtag treats into the comments. And we're going to do 3 giveaways. The first one's going to be for, wait, real quick, for what? For
which treats?
Like,
we have an assortment.
I don't know. Just
yeah, let's just do our cat snacks. Yeah.
Cat snacks.
Let's do cat snacks.
For the cat snacks, guys. For the Dr. Becker's Bites cat snacks, let's do it right. Meow. Let me make sure I can remember how to do this.
Here we go. Here we go now.
Oh, look at this is fun.
Isn't it fun? It's our favorite.
Yes.
This thing.
Y'all are so technologically advanced.
No, we.
Congratulations, Diane!
I'm gonna
Okay, Diane, I need you to email us at info@twocrazycatladies.com. That's TWO crazycatladies.com. info@twocrazycatladies.com with your shipping address. And we will have some treats sent out to you. But let's do that again.
Wasn't that fun?
Let's draw again.
We're not so tech savvy. We learned this.
This is like a user, we got this super.
Everybody always says that. I can't even unmirror my phone. So let's just keep going.
And the winner is Chappie!
Yay!
Congratulations, Chappie.
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited because I saw your comment earlier that you wanted to find out where you could get these, and you won some.
You just won some. So again, email us at info@twocrazycatladies.com. That's TWO crazycatladies.com.
Never gets old.
And that's so gay. We are so gay.
And you're allowed to say that. Oh, we are.
Yeah.
For the third
So for the third giveaway, guys, this is a massive one. This is the Forever Dog Life, written by Dr. Karen Becker and Rodney Habib. What we've been talking about this entire podcast on and off, huge, and it's also autographed, right? Even though we don't have one. Can we enter?
Shh.
Okay.
Stop it.
Okay.
You're like,
I make it funny. Okay.
You guys, but wait. Before we do the drawing, again, you guys, we showed this earlier, but I just want to point out, do not be deceived.
Right. Yeah.
By this title. I would like you guys all to know, when you find like a really good page in a book and you dog ear it, nay. We ear tipped. All the pages in this book. Look at this. More than 50% of this book is for our cats.
It's true.
This is going to be, it's a game changer. And again, I feel like it's a sneak attack to improve humanity in general. So you're going to get a signed copy of this.
Rodney entered and said, I better win. My business is struggling, remember?
Send me an email and we'll get you some treats. And maybe a signed book.
And for the book giveaway, it goes to
Ashley. Okay, that's awesome. I was gonna say if it landed on Rodney, absolutely.
That would have been hilarious.
That would have been hilarious. Yes.
That would have been like, wait a minute.
I love that so much. And also too, like, congratulations on that book. So stoked. And like you said, loves, it's not just dog, it's kitty, it's human, it's everything out there, everything. And we also for our cat snacks, and again, your babes may or may not love all of them, but every treat is good for dogs and cats. We have a special code in y'all's honor on the cat snacks. cat ladies. If you go to our Dr. Becker's Bites website, drbeckersbites.com, if you enter in cat ladies for the cat snacks only on this one, in honor of you two gorgeous girls. Happy anniversary, by the way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Enter that in and 15% off.
Boom. Look at that. See, she is tech savvy.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, I just wanted to say, because I agree with this gentleman who's leaving comments that said that Blair woman is absolutely beautiful. Mr. Dean Redmond, I agree with you.
Who is that? I told him to wait in the truck.
He would like to know if he can get Blair's number. You know what? Email us later. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
We'll see if we can hook you up.
Mr. Redmond.
We'll see. Thank you.
Blair
Thank you.
Becker.
Thank you so much, Blair.
This is going to be the first of many podcasts. We already have some topics that we need to do with you.
Mhm.
Thank you so much for your brain, for your brilliance, for your mission, for your family, for what you guys do. We're all so grateful.
Yes.
So the link for everyone who's wondering, the link is in the description if you want to go. I love that reminder, though, of all of the treats that you guys make are good for cats, too. It says that on the website, but I just want to remind you guys.
Yep.
Healthy treats for your cats. Get them in the link in the description right meow.
Did we forget anything, Blair? Anything top of mind that we forgot?
No, I just appreciate y'all and I love y'all and I miss you and I can't wait to see you again.
We need to figure it out.
I mean, we do have a ton more. We'll just do more. We'll do more podcasts because I feel like there's a ton of stuff. But no, I think that that's a great start. Treats are important. They are.
Yeah. Let's start with the fun stuff.
Yeah.
I love you. You are amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys all for joining
so
us.
much.
We will see you guys soon.
Bye, loves.
See you
Have
soon.
a beautiful night.